know when you hear that bell.
Shit.
You know when you hear that bell, things about to go
shit.
swell. Dope Dealer Podcast
Dope Dealer
is the world's most dangerous podcast. It's going down. It's your boy Jamal Doman.
Tobe Hixx.
Episode 51.
5-1. We having fun.
Yes, yes. It's going down, party people. What's up, everybody? Shout out to all our new followers on Twitter. Tobe, we have a Twitter page now. It's Dope Dealers. That's Dope Dealers with an S. Dope Dealer
Plural.
Podcast. Yeah, with a plural. Dope Dealers. So follow us on Twitter. And, of course, you can follow us on Instagram. Dope Dealers Podcast Instagram page. So it's all Dope Dealers Podcast. And you can follow me at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
And at Tobe Hixx, TobeHixx.
Yes, shout out to the troops.
Oh, man, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Bloods, the Crips.
All that.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to, we do this for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Definitely for all our soldiers, serving overseas, man. We love you guys, man. Guys and girls.
in the hood, we love y'all
Yeah,
too.
the soldiers in the hood too. It's going down. Episode 51. We got a lot on our plate. It's just me and Tobe today. That's all right. It's going down, man. We started with each other and we're gonna end with each other, man.
Yeah.
We had a guest come, but the guest canceled on us. But we're gonna talk all about that. We're gonna, I mean, we're gonna, my young boy, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. But listen, we got a full show. It's a whole lot of fuckery.
Yeah, it's just some shit
going on, and we gonna get all into it, man. Shout out to everybody listening to the last episode 50, the vegan episode. I got a lot of feedback, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfuckers in the hood started hitting me up. They was like, shit, what was up with old girl who just eat the plants?
Yeah, they don't know nothing about the plant base.
Yeah, that fucked them up. They just getting used to the vegan shit.
Yeah.
Now you talking about motherfucker, I just eat plants. They was like, shit.
And even, I was influenced with that, as you can see, Tobe, because I usually bring candy for our guests. I usually bring like Reese's Pieces and M&Ms, and I also brought that. But I added a little healthy. I bought some bananas for our guests. So I just try to fix it. That was the vegan influence on me, man. Trying to influence. And one thing I learned from last week's episode, I'm not going vegan. I'm always eat meat. Turkey, chicken, lamb, of course, fish. I don't do beef, a lot of beef. I do it here and there, special occasions. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start eating vegan more, too. Maybe once or twice a week, go to a vegan spot just to mix it up, throw a little balance in it, too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we doing it, man.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
What you think about that Super Bowl, man?
Oh, man, that was so disappointing.
People calling it the worst Super Bowl ever.
Oh, it was so disappointing. I mean, it was just sickening to my stomach to see any Boston-based team win anything else. I was just
Shout out to Tom Brady, man. The
I
GOAT.
was fucking sick to my stomach.
Hey,
and
man.
I couldn't believe the Rams only scored 3 points. They average over 30 points a game. It was just disappointing.
Shout out to Jared Goff. He stunk the joint up.
It was disappointing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but you know what? It's one thing, the game was fucked up. I didn't enjoy the game, but I did enjoy some good food. I sat at the house by myself. I drove over to the hood off of Crenshaw and went to Chef Maryland's and got me a bunch of soul food, and I sat at the house and watched that despicable-ass game, smoked about 4 blunts, and drank some Baronas. And ate my soul food. Ate my soul food.
Baronas. That's what. Yeah, man. It was definitely a disappointment. I'm not one of them people. I know people love offense. I know, and especially after last year's Super Bowl. Shout out to my Eagles. I don't mind good defense. It was, it was a defensive. Yeah, but just wasn't no pizzazz in it. And,
but you know what though? If it would have been a defensive team, and then it was a defensive game, I'd have felt a little better. But the Rams were supposed to do better, man. They, I hate to say, they let the whole city down.
And what happened with Todd Gurley? Did they find out
man, he's got to be hurt, man.
Anybody explain that?
There was no explanation for that, man. And you know what? It's no explanation, honestly. Well, I don't want to say if he was hurt, but because if he was that hurt, then he shouldn't even suit it up. Once he suited up, they should have ran, and he had all damn off season to get well. What the fuck? You might not never get back there. I did not understand not playing him. I didn't.
Especially got his money, he got his contract. So yeah, the good thing about it is being an Eagles fan. I was kind of happy that Jared Goff didn't get that Super Bowl before Carson Wentz because, they would have held that over Carson Wentz.
Come on.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man.
Carson Wentz can't make it through a season.
So we look forward to next year's football season, but it's over for now.
Time to just pick up with the basketball.
Yeah.
And time to get into the college ball. Everything.
Whole bunch of stuff going on, man. The dope story of the week is your man, Hollywood superstar Liam Neeson. Now, Liam Neeson, Tobe Hixx. You ever heard that term TMI? Too much information?
Yeah.
It was TMI with Liam Neeson. He got his. I don't know what was he thinking, man. I guess before Taken, Liam Neeson was perfecting his killer black man skills. That's what he was doing. He has a particular set of skills how to kill a black man.
That's not shocking though.
Yeah, if you've been under a roof, Liam Neeson, I guess he was promoting a movie about.
Was
I guess in the movie,
Taken 12.
Yeah, I know. I guess in the movie, his son is killed, and so he's out for revenge for his son. And what happened was, I guess the reporter said, how did you do your
how'd you prepare
for it? And Liam Neeson decided he was going to tell a story. How he prepared for revenge is, I guess 40 years ago, a female friend of his, was raped.
I thought it was a family member.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that was clear what it was. I'll double check on that.
Yeah, I think that's what made it was a family member.
Yeah, I thought it was a family. I thought he said family friend or just a female friend.
He was really tripping it.
So he was. It affected him. That she was raped, which we understand. We can respect that. A female friend of family, somebody being raped or something like that. And he asked her, did you know who it was? She didn't know who it was, but he asked her what was the color of the guy. Or I don't know if she told him it was a black guy. And let's read his quotes. Let's read his quotes. In an interview, Neeson opened up about a past incident many years ago where he learned that someone close to him had been raped. So it's not someone close to him. He now admits his reaction was just awful. Quote, God forbid you ever had a member of your family hurt under criminal conditions. He explained, adding that after he found out about the rape, quote, my immediate reaction was, I asked, did she know who it was? No. What color was they? She said it was a black person. I'm ashamed to say that, and I did it for, the Taken star then goes on to admit he went up and down the streets with a heavy stick hoping someone would approach him and start an altercation. Quote, I'm ashamed to say that, and I did it for maybe a week hoping some black bastard would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, so that I could ... kill him. End of quote.
Black bastard.
Yeah. Quote, it was horrible when I think back that I did that. It's awful, but I did learn a lesson from it when I eventually thought, what the fuck are you doing, End of quote. So that, of course.
Oh, man, this is one of the dumbest motherfuckers ever. He snitched on himself.
Yeah.
This motherfucker snitched on himself,
I don't know if he didn't, being from a different country, he doesn't understand.
What country was he walking around looking for a nigga in? Where
he's from like Ireland or England or somewhere. He's from overseas. He's from the BK. UK. I'm the BK Brooklyn. My bad.
Yeah, I was like that.
The UK. Producer Paul crack it up. So of course it got back once that hit, in today's society, all hell broke loose and people just...
It should, though.
And of course...
It should, because he was stupid, but, anybody might do that. I gotta keep it real, man. Anybody might think like that, because let's just look at it like this. Let's just say one of our relatives or whatever said, hey, this white man raped me. Shit, we gonna be looking sideways at white men, all of them.
That's
and
true.
It's just like... it's
a human nature.
Yeah, and it's just like, the street, the gangs, shit. I remember motherfuckers got shot, You didn't give a fuck when you went out, when somebody got shot in your gang, you went out and looked for the other. We went and looked for motherfuckers with blue. We didn't give a fuck who it was. We know 99% of the time they didn't have nothing to do with it, but we didn't give a fuck. We was shooting the first motherfucker with blue on. It didn't give a fuck if you played for the Dodgers.
Damn. That's
So
how
it's the same type of mindset.
Same type of mentality.
But he snitched on himself.
Yeah, so of course all hell broke loose. So he went to the Today Show today.
They didn't
do
cancel
PR
the
work.
red carpet.
Yeah,
shit and
so we got a
everything.
little clip of him on Today Show earlier today with this morning, and this is him trying to clarify his statement after all hell broke loose. It'll come soon.
That probably didn't mean shit in Ireland.
You see,
Niggas not in Ireland though.
yeah.
Liam, you're not in Ireland.
So we'll bring once you get a poll, that's cool. But let me read some comments. Online, people were saying some people were defending them, most people were killing them, especially black folks, especially Cocoa Butter Twitter, Keep in mind, Liam Neeson didn't address his inner racist thought. He only addressed that revenge is wrong. For all of y'all who are rushing to defend him, defend his mentality. So he's saying he admitted that it was wrong, but he didn't admit the racist thoughts. We got it right. We got him. This is Liam Neeson.
Admitting he contemplated attacking a black person after a close friend was raped. This morning he told Good Morning America's Robin Roberts he is not a racist.
Would you have had the same reaction if your friend had said it was a white man? Would you want her to go out and kill him?
If she'd have said an Irish or a Scot or a Brit or a Lithuanian, I know I would have had the same effect. I was trying to show honor to stand up for my dear friend in this terrible medieval fashion. And I'm a fairly intelligent guy, and that's why it kind of shocked me when I came down to earth after having these horrible feelings.
So
He's lying.
A reporter with the Independent Monday.
So that's cool. All right, that's good. Thanks, Paul. So what you
He lying.
You think he lying?
Yeah, I think
Because that is you know what? It's funny because not to cut you off, Tobe. He sprung this on a reporter, so the reporter kind of was thrown back the original interview, and I would have loved for that reporter right at the spot that he sprung that story. She would have asked him that question. So if she told you it was a white guy or a Latino guy, would you have reacted the same? Now, he had a day to think about it. He knew that question was coming, so he was prepared for that question. But I would have loved to seen that question right as, because I don't know if he's telling the truth. He had time to prepare for that question.
He don't sound he sound like he sound kind of sketchy.
So you saying if she would have told him it was an Irish guy, or he wouldn't have did all that?
Nah.
So
plus also, okay, let's just say she would have said it was an Irish guy. Okay, he's in Ireland. Okay, all of them guys, white guys walking around, what he just gonna do, start swinging shit on them? But see, blacks, that's some shit he could target, He can't target the whole country of white men, but he could target the black community or somebody black. And he wanted to catch him walking out of a bar, so he wanted them drunk so he could really just fuck them up without them being able to even defend themselves. What type of punk ass shit is that?
Yeah, that.
I wish I'd have caught him coming out the bar, stumbling, bumbling. I would have beat him down and killed him.
Well, and the thing about it, I like I said in the article, it said a family friend. Some people online were saying it was a girlfriend. I put on Twitter yesterday. I think if it was a girlfriend, I think she made up the story. I think that they was dealing with each other. She got caught up in something.
Yeah, this was 40 years ago, too.
She went back. She got caught up. He was fucked up over. She got caught up in something. And she went back to the old, I was raped by a black man.
Hey, look, 40 years ago, it was tough for a brother to be fucking a white woman in America. You know that shit wasn't that fly in Northern Ireland.
Especially your brother trying to rape.
Yeah, come on, man. They would have hung a nigga over there.
I'm going to read Charles M. Blow, the New York Times writer. I follow him a lot, Charles Blow. I'm going to read some of his. Yesterday he went on this on Twitter, so I'm going to read some of his.
Curtis Blow?
Charles Blow, it might be.
Okay.
Countless innocent black men have been killed in this country alone by white men hopped up on self-righteousness and patriarchy, setting out to avenge the virtue of a white woman. Some who indeed were assaulted, but many who weren't. I seem to recall a movie called Birth of a Nation. That's one. I have heard this argument tonight. Well, isn't it better that Liam Neeson admitted his racism and called it awful rather than be like others and hide it? The logical extension of this line of reason is that contemplation of racial murder is widespread. I reject that. Could Will Smith confess to stalking the streets of Los Angeles for a whole week, searching for random white people to kill and get a pass?
Hell no.
Could George Lopez confess to stalking the streets of Los Angeles for a whole week, searching for a random white person to kill and get a pass? Liam Neeson, you can think whatever guys there may be, but that I'm on book leave and not writing a column right now. I will clear all this up. You are no hero for your mission. You are a representative of racial terror.
Damn.
Wow.
Who said that?
That's Charles Blow. Charles M. Blow, the New York Times.
Okay. He said all that shit.
Yeah, I was just reading a bunch of because he went on. He went on, happy birthday, Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin would have been, and this is crazy that we're talking, Trayvon Martin would have turned 24 today. Trayvon Martin, who, similar to this story, today is Trayvon Martin's, this is Charles Blow, I'm reading another tweet from him. Today is Trayvon Martin's birthday. He would have been 24. Trayvon is what happens when you get revved up on self-righteousness and you want to make the black assholes, Zimmerman, or black bastards, Liam Neeson, pay even if they are innocent of the crime that outrage you.
Yeah, he said black bastards.
Wow. This wasn't about racial prejudice. Wasn't about choosing a school or neighborhood. This was about racial bloodlust, whole other category. He needs to repent for that for himself. Meanwhile, I have every right to want no parts of it. A black man is lucky he wasn't killed. That was Charles M. Blow. Yeah.
He got to be kin to Curtis Blow. Well, he spitting that shit. He tore into his ass. And the truth. Though.
And as you were saying today, they canceled the premiere of that movie. The red carpet premiere. Yeah, they canceled it. They ain't want that man on the red.
They ain't want no blood, no real blood. Motherfucker trying to get to Liam Neeson.
I feel bad for the other actors.
Everybody who done worked hard.
Yeah, they got their suits ready and they took their time out.
Now less people gonna watch the movie, everything, man. It's always some shit. Remember, even from when we was a kid, remember the teacher used to always say, it only take one bad apple.
Yeah.
Fuck it up. And he done fucked it up for the whole crew.
Now, they have people defend him. This is one tweet. Things to consider when judging Liam Neeson. 1, the environment in which he grew up in, heavily racist at the time. 2, he's acknowledging how wrong his feelings were and has admitted shame over them. 3, he's showing how base emotions take over when we lose sense of rationality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I know in Northern Ireland, they wanted to kill. I mean, like I said, 40 years ago too? Hell yeah.
Another tweet. Of all the acts of violence white people have committed against African Americans, and yet we persevere. The very notion that he will walk around hoping to attack a black person displays just how insignificant some people view the lives of African Americans.
Mm-hmm. He said any black.
Yeah. So damn. Liam Neeson is no hero for his rightly condemning his own abhorrent past views, but equally he is now not the enemy. The reason we campaign against racism and all forms of prejudice is to change views and opinions. If we don't accept when they are changed, what do we fight for? So that's saying he shouldn't be vilified, but he's also not a hero.
He's still living in Northern Ireland, right?
I think so, yeah. Or probably New York. I'm sure he got a spot in New York or maybe out here. This Liam Neeson shit is so typical. Mystery black man allegedly commits crime, so white men go out looking for any black body to punish under the guise of wanting to protect women. Yeah. What if, like Liam Neeson, every black person who had a loved one raped, abused, murdered by police at the hands of white people roamed the streets with a weapon looking to kill the first white person?
Yeah. That shit wouldn't go.
Yeah, so here's the thing. 40 years ago, Liam Neeson was 26, an angry young man, a product of his Northern Irish upbringing, and someone troubled by the rape of his friend. 2019, he is brave enough to open up about his feelings, let who he is without sin cast the first stone. So he's getting some defenders.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson was one step away from being George Zimmerman, targeting innocent random black men with the intention to do harm, if not kill, because of his prejudice and deep-seated racism. Now, we don't know. Now, the one thing about that, we don't know if he had deep-seated racism or just this individual. We don't know what's in his heart. We don't know if he had it or just this situation brought out something in it.
I mean, unfortunately, Northern Ireland is known for it.
Yeah.
Racism.
Yeah, that's true.
That don't mean that everybody, I mean, obviously everybody over there ain't a racist, but it's known for it. It's been known for it. Shit.
It's an unfortunate situation, but hopefully it's a learning experience, and we just happy 40 years ago, no brother coming out to a Northern Ireland pub, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, got fucked up over some dumb shit, you know what I mean?
I bet you Liam Neeson won't tell on himself again. I bet you that much. That motherfucker would not be telling on himself again.
So how you think it's going to affect his career? Is it, I mean...
Well...
They said are they making Taken 4 or something?
Shit. I mean, if every black person in the world boycotted, he's still gonna be paid, so it don't fucking matter. Them white people gonna go to it. They don't give a fuck. They want to see Taken 12 and shit. And a lot of them wouldn't have gave a damn if he'd have taken a nigga that night.
Oh shit.
So they gonna support.
That's true. That's
it's
true.
Trump time.
Let's keep it on the racist stuff, man. The governor of Virginia.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Let me get his name. I think it's Northam. Tobe, I don't know if you've been following this story, man. I guess he was caught in a yearbook photo.
That's when he was in medical school too, right? So he was really I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was in medical school.
Yeah, he was in medical school. So he was 25 years old.
He was he knew he was supposed to know better.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't no teenage white boy.
So that was the dope story of the week, the Liam Neeson stuff. Now we're gonna go to the dope of the week, and that's the governor of Virginia. He's a Democrat too, Ralph Northam, man.
Yeah.
So they found his yearbook photo. It came up that it was a picture of a guy dressed in a KKK uniform, and also next to him is a guy in a blackface.
Yeah.
He is supposedly one of them. We're not sure.
Yeah, he didn't. I seen the interview. He said, they like, which one are you? He's like, I don't recall. What the fuck you mean you don't recall? If you did either one of those things, you gonna recall which one you did.
Yeah. Now he said, he first came out and admitted it was him, and he made a statement that he apologized about it, and he's sorry about it. He was all the usual. I was young, dumb, even though he was 25 years old.
Yeah, no, he was too old for that one.
Then the next day, he comes out and says, it's not him. He made an about face. He said, you know what? Come to think about it, that's not me in the picture. And the only time I dressed up, he did a press conference with, the only time he dressed up in blackface, he said he dressed up in kind of blackface at one time. He dressed up as Michael Jackson at this party.
Man, that motherfucker need to stop lying. First of all, okay, this ain't the first time he's seen that yearbook. How the fuck is you gonna have some false representation of you if you was not either one of those in the Klan outfit or the blackface? You let this shit sit there since the 80s and you ain't said nothing. You ain't say, hold it, that ain't me. Take that shit down. You didn't even think about it as you start becoming a political figure until this shit came out, and now you're gonna say, yeah, that was me, and then the next day it wasn't.
So he said, quote,
stay off the weed.
So, quote, I believe now and then that I am not either of the people in those photos. However, he did admit that he put shoe polish on his face to resemble Michael Jackson in the dance contest in 1984. I look back now and regret that I did not understand the harmful legacy of the action like that. So he has been called to resign by pretty much everybody.
Yeah, he needs to.
And right now he is not resigned. He is he's holding on. I think he may think the shit gonna die down. But he has not resigned yet. But it's been calls from everybody to
how
resign.
could this motherfucker be so bold to at first admit and say, yeah, that was me? I ain't gonna tell y'all which one was me, but it was me. And then come back and say, you know what? That wasn't me. I'm tripping.
I guess.
How the fuck does, that right there, motherfuckers normally, hold on, look. Motherfuckers normally go the opposite direction. They normally say, hey, that wasn't me. And then they come back later and go, hey, you know what? That was me. I got to go ahead and be honest. This motherfucker went the other direction.
Yeah.
He admitted to it first, and then came back and said it wasn't him. That stupid motherfucker.
And another
Him
one.
and Liam Neeson, they just fucking up some shit.
Yeah.
Right now.
And then on one of his, I guess, yearbooks, I don't know if it's the same yearbook, they give you nicknames, what they call you.
Yeah.
And one of his nicknames was Coon Man.
Yeah.
Coon Man. So, okay, what part of this? So you think he should resign? I mean, you don't think people, think people could, years later understand, when they were young?
Nah, he was too old. He was 25, 26. He was too old. He was a grown-ass man. Some of these young teenage athletes that we had found out in the past tweeted some shit when they was 16 or whatever. Okay, that might have been wrong or whatever. But, I can get him a pass before. I mean, you 15, 16, you make a mistake. But this man was 25, 26, and they calling him Coon Man. White folks ain't gonna call you Coon Man if you ain't exhibited some coon-like behavior and talked about niggas in a certain way. You would not be called Coon Man. That just ain't no wake-up nickname like niggas call Anthony Davis AD. That ain't no shit you just throw there. I mean, that ain't no Black Mamba. I mean, Coon Man means Coon Man.
Now, Senator Joe Lieberman, Joe Lieberman, he defended him. He said, I think there's a rush to judgment that is unfair to him. He ought to be judged in the context of his whole life, end quote.
Nah, man.
It's hard if you're a black person in Virginia, it's like you can't.
How you gonna roll with this dude ever again?
Yeah, you can't respect. You can't respect that, man. So he's got to go. He's got to go now. If he doesn't resign, they said it's hard to impeach him. They said it's not.
So he could just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just sit here until this whole." How many more years he got left?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll look it up. But
he must have at least 2 years left, or they would have mentioned it.
Yeah. So they said it's hard. Nothing. Yeah. The ground. Nothing has happened so far is for grounds for removal. Carl Tobias, a professor at the University of Richmond, said. So yeah, I was watching the news today.
I forgot the name of the school that he went to, man. When they named the school, it was a medical school, and I said, oh yeah, there was not one black student there. All of this makes sense. Hey man, like I say, if they call you Coon Man, you shouldn't be the governor. Nobody whose nickname was Coon Man should be governor of any state.
That's true. That's just it's it's unfortunate.
Man?
Yeah, Coon Man.
Coon Man.
Listen, man, I don't. And now it's the lieutenant governor is a brother, so he would take over. He's
that's why he ain't
governor
quit.
is a brother who would take over.
He didn't wear blackface and all this shit. Now he got to give it up to a black man, y'all. He ain't quitting.
Yeah, man. So
he's gonna go to he's going down fighting. He's not giving this shit up.
You are so listen. The dope of the week, Ralph Northam. Hopefully soon, the ex-governor of the great state of Virginia. A lot of people, Virginia's the South. Virginia got some races down there. A lot of people think Virginia is, it's got, don't get me, great people down there, but Virginia got some, Virginia, listen, that's when.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's that thing that happened in Charlottesville. That's Virginia. Yeah. They picked that for a reason. They ain't come to East Omaha. If they didn't come to North Philadelphia.
No, they didn't come
to North Omaha.
No.
They picked Charlottesville. They knew this is where we comfortable at.
Yeah,
so.
and it's enough of us here to really kick up this shit.
Where my Virginia folks at? Michael Vick, Allen Iverson.
Come on, get that motherfucker in peace,
Missy Elliott.
Hey, Vic, sick a dog on that motherfucker or something.
Yeah.
Shit.
So another story going on is your man Bow Wow. Some people say he took another L. I don't think so.
He ain't take no L.
Bow Wow, he's Bow Wow now. He's not Lil Bow Wow no more.
Yeah,
he was arrested in a domestic violence. I guess him and his girlfriend got into a fight. Both of them got arrested. I want to be clear with that. They both put hands on each other. Nobody should put hands either or in a relationship should put hands on each other. They both got arrested and they both took a what's that called when you get arrested? Mugshot.
Okay.
And Bow Wow mugshot didn't look good, man. It scratches and everything. So of course, people killing Bow Wow. But like we were saying, Bow Wow, if he would have beat the bitch up, they would have killed him for that.
Yeah. What if she just had black eyes? Then what?
Bow Wow say he was wrongly arrested for assault and claims ex beat him with a lamp. It kind of looked like I could see a lamp because he had some bruises, man. His girlfriend Leslie Holden, his ex-girlfriend Leslie Holden. So a lot of people clown. He was being clown. I think it's Bow Wow. He's easy. You know, he caught so many L's. It's just easy to go after him. But he did the right thing, man. You can't put your hands on a girl. You're not going to win that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if he would have beat her up, then either way it goes, he was gonna lose. So,
so they were both arrested. So I guess how does that work? So they come because she didn't look like she was marked at all. He's marked. So I guess do the police just come and just say take both of y'all?
Well, see, I don't know what type of mark she has. You know, if she got marks and he got marks, they both got marks, they're going to take them both. But if he would have just had those marks, then they would have took her, you know, because like I said, I had to call the police on a woman before.
Tell us about that. Tell us that story.
I mean, I called the police on my son's mother because I had just got out of prison. And things, so I might have been out maybe a couple months or something. I don't even think that long, maybe 1 month. So staying there and things weren't right. So I just wanted to get my stuff and leave. I just wanted to move. I was going.
But they never let you leave.
Yeah, I just wanted to get my shit and leave. So I tried to get my shit, and luckily I had on shorts this day. And so she tackled me to the ground and it scratched up my knee on the carpet. So my knee was bleeding and shit. So I called the police because I had just got out of prison. I wasn't going back to prison fucking around with her ass after everything I had already been through. So I called the police on her, and the police came and they seen my kneecaps bleeding from the carpet burns and shit. And they told her that, if they get caught again and she does anything else, they're going to arrest her.
That was smart.
Yeah, but if I wouldn't have I would have went right back to jail. I'm fresh out.
Yeah, that's smart. And a lot of dudes do get caught up in that.
The homies clown me, They was like, damn, nigga, you called the police on your bitch?
I called the police. I called the police on a girl one time. I was, it's funny. It was my ex, but I had another girl from Philly come in to see me for the weekend. Came, and somehow my ex found out about it. But me and her was still kind of fucking. So the girl, I picked the girl up from LAX from Philly, brought her back to, I was staying in Van Nuys, brought her back to my apartment, and she got in the shower. She took a shower. As soon as she just flew 5 hours, so she got in the shower. And I'm just, she in the shower. And it's good that she was in the shower because she ain't hear none of it. My ex come pulling up. Remember my Van Nuys apartment, you can kind of pull up right to my door.
Yeah.
And she outside talking, you got a bitch over there, fuck that. And I think she had bought me a belt or something. Like, I just bought you a belt. So I went and gave her the belt back, but she wouldn't leave. And I'm trying to get rid of her before the girl get out the shower. So I called the cops. I called the police, and the police came and got rid of her. Before the girl, so the girl got out the shower and me and her had a great weekend. She ain't know nothing about nothing.
Damn. So what the girl that you called the police on ever end up saying?
We end up.
Did they just make her leave?
Yeah, they just made her leave. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe she left before the cops even got there. She might have left before the cops even got there, but I was on the phone.
You was
with the
outside. You was out there like, oh yeah, I'm the nigga that just called the police. She's gone now, but I got this other broad on the inside. I mean, at least when I called the police, it was a legitimate reason. You called the police because you was fucking up. God damn.
Dope Dealer Podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. Have I ever had the police called on me by a girl? I don't think so. I can't remember. I think I had it threatened like a girl. I'm going to call the police. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't even, I don't even wait. I don't know how them niggas wait around for the police. The only comedian got a joke about that. Like, was it Mike Epps? Like, you dumb niggas be waiting for the police when they get there and think you going to explain your side of the story.
Damn. Felipe got a joke saying, how come the police always come when you choking her? They don't come when she doing this shit to you.
Oh, that was Doug Williams' joke. He said, I called it and when police got there, I'm at the door. I'm like, come on, I called y'all. Listen, she did this. He said, step back, sir. Yeah, so this bitch Put your hands to the side. So, yeah, so this bitch, put your hands up in the air. Put your hand, like, you
that shit
remember that
funny.
joke?
Yeah, that shit was
Shout out to
funny.
Doug Williams, man. So, yeah, Bow Wow, man, you did the right thing, man. His attorney, Bow Wow's attorney, said, for no logical reasons, officers arrested both parties despite having clear-cut evidence that Bow Wow was the victim in the case.
Certain states, they will just take both, though. So it just depends on kind of where you at.
Miss Holden beat him with a lamp, beat him on his side, and spit on him while Bow Wow continually made efforts to avoid her. Bow Wow suffered multiple injuries, some of which are visible in his mugshots. Miss Holden's mugshot, on the other hand, speaks for itself, despite her allegations to police that she broke a fingernail. This bitch, I know that she thinking the police gonna arrest him because she broke a fingernail. I think Bow Wow feels very strongly that a man should never lay a hand on a woman ever, even in self-defense, hence his failure to defend himself. I don't know about that, Bow Wow. We are confident that the charges against Bow Wow will be dismissed and look forward to assisting the Fulton County Solicitor General's office in prosecuting Miss Holden.
Man, I seen some shit happen by my apartment complex about a month ago. I seen some domestic violence.
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, it was crazy. It was a Sunday, too. It was a football Sunday because I know I had been drinking. So I said, let me walk to the corner and get me some Cuban food.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm walking, you know, I'm going down the street and I start to hear a little loud talking, a little noise. It's a car in the middle of the street. I'm walking, I'm getting closer. And it's two black ladies that live by me. They twins, older ladies, really cool. I see them in the neighborhood all the time. Talk to them all the time. So I see them sitting there. This is in front of their apartment complex. So I stop with them, and they like, yeah. The group that was arguing, they knew him, lived on the same floor. So basically, it was a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and it was the girlfriend's mother and mother and her brother came out, teenage brother. And then like another brother, like 21 or whatever. So it was moms and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was there too. And then the brother of the girl. So somehow it was some dispute or whatever, and they was arguing. And the mother was mad at the boyfriend. So now this is when I walk up. She's yelling, screaming at him, whatever, and she hauls off and slaps the shit out of him.
Oh, shit.
Right? And the young boy, Mexican kid, he's about 21, 22. He just stands there, whatever. And I'm like, damn, she slapped the shit out of him. So then now the daughter gets into it, and she goes up and she socks him in the chest, like really hard.
Fuck.
So then now I'm just sitting there like, damn, they fucking the young boy up. So then now here comes the mom.
So they fucking the young boy up.
Here come mom again. Slaps the shit out of him again.
Jeez.
Young boy stood there. He looked for a minute. And I mean, he hit moms with a right cross and dropped her. I mean, he dropped her. You know, and it was a fucked up situation to witness. And I was like, damn, but, you know, I don't know what happened before, but I know the boy didn't do nothing physical. Like, they put their hands on him.
Right.
Until, you know, they hit him 3 times. 2 moms hit him twice, and this girl hit him once. And, man, when I tell you he dropped her, I mean, he fucking caught her right on the chin.
God damn.
Dropped her. And then she was in the middle. She was like, the car was in the middle of the street and she was holding on to the side of the door. And the car damn near had to move. She almost got drugged.
What
and the
the-
black lady who was her neighbor, one of the twins went out and grabbed her and picked her up off the ground and helped her get out the way because she's about to get run over too. But she slapped her. She really hit this kid hard twice. And then he finally lost it and he socked her ass.
Jeez.
Yeah, he dropped her.
Damn.
When I say dropped her, I mean dropped her. I mean, it looked like, I didn't watch we boxing fans.
Right.
I just seen a lot of fucking fights. I ain't seen motherfuckers hardly. I mean, nigga, if it was a ESPN fight, nigga, it would be the fight of the year. Nigga, the punch of the year. He dropped her.
Shit.
And then what made it crazy is that then him and the girl, the daughter, she left with her boyfriend. As her mama damn near got knocked out.
Oh my God. That remind me of The one time my uncle said my aunt and her boyfriend, they had a, up and down, rough relationship. My aunt Darlene I seen her beat up her boyfriend on the porch. I seen her lay hands on him.
Yeah.
But one time I guess something happened, so they called my uncle. My uncle came over there, got into a fight with dude. The cops came and arrested my uncle.
Yeah.
Arrested him. So my uncle said he called home from jail, to get some bail money. Like, hey, talk to his sister. Like, hey, bitch, get me the fuck up out of here.
She with him.
She in the bed with him. Mm-hmm. He like, that's the last time I ever.
Yeah, my grandfather told me that when I was a teenager. I remember.
He said, I call home, she pick up the phone, she in the bed with this motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, that's what my grandfather told me one time, because like that happened with one of my aunts, and my grandfather went, and then she was right back with the nigga. So my grandfather told me as a teenager, he's like, if somebody in the family would ever go check one time, after that one time, it's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you just be wasting your time. She'll be right back with the motherfucker.
It's wild, man.
Hopefully now Bow Wow, somebody that know him down there in Atlanta, hey, look, man, leave her alone. Get away from her.
Get away from her.
Get away from her. I mean,
you gonna get caught up like that, quarterback from Florida State. The girl, then she put up a post up.
An old boy that played for the 49ers.
Oh, for the 49ers,
twice,
yeah.
Messing with the same woman twice.
Yeah, they out there, yeah. Now she put up a post. He got kicked off the Florida State team. And, the next day she put up saying, I made it all up. I just wanted attention and stuff. I don't know if he put her up to it. But, it's Tobe Hixx, we're going to play a little game, man. It's actually, we was going to play it with our guests. But I just flipped it to you. That's why I kind of turned my computer around, because I didn't want you to get the answers, man. Look at the answers. This is called, we never played this game, man. This is called the name game, Tobe Hixx. Name game.
Name game.
So what I was going to do is, our guest, I was going to say his first name. I'm not even going to say his first name. I would say, give me famous people that have your first name. Like, I'm going to give you a minute. And let me put a minute up on here. I was going to give you a minute, and you tell me. So we're going to do it with your name, because your name is very unique. So, and I know it can be Toby with an E, or with an EY, with a Y, or it can be Tobias. It's kind of similar. So I got five names up here. I'm going to give you a minute, and you give me famous people that have the first name Toby, famous or semi-famous, whatever. So I'm going to give you a minute, and when I say start, you go.
Toby Keith.
First name on the list.
Tobias Harris.
I got him on the list.
Who?
45 seconds.
Toby the dog.
What?
The dogs. All the dogs named Toby. That's the most popular dog name. Toby. Shit.
I'm gonna give you a little hint. It was a football player had your name.
Running back. Toby, kid from Stanford.
Yup.
Toby, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
White running back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I forgot. It ain't too many of them. Toby.
20 seconds.
Damn, from Stanford too. I forgot his name.
Forgot one of the big actors in the world.
Toby Maguire.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and
10 seconds. Another, 10 seconds. Another British actor. You ain't gonna get him. He's a British actor.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dude won he done won the Heisman that year.
Toby Gerhardt.
Yeah. Toby Gerhardt.
And Toby Jones. I don't know if you know Toby Jones, an English actor. He's been in a ton of shit. So that was, So yeah.
I never guessed that name. Toby Jones.
So you got, because I'm on the ranker. Toby, of course, Tobe Keith was number 1. Toby Jones was number 2. Not a lot of people named Toby. Toby Gerhardt was 3. Toby Cabell, English actor, never heard of him. And Tobias Harris was number 5 on the list. So they was the.
And actually, I mean, that's how you know it ain't too many that Tobias Harris made.
Yeah,
motherfucker just starting to really even know who he is. I mean, we only know because we hoop guys.
Yeah. He should have. Do you think he should have made the All-Star game?
Oh yeah, he should have made it.
You think he should have made it? No, the West is hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
We actually next week we're gonna do the NBA stuff, man. We're gonna get all into that, man. Let's talk about. Let's bring it home and talk about your boy 21 Savage.
Yeah, I bet he's a real savage now in this lockdown.
21 Savage. Listen, in one of the most random things in hip hop history, this is random. This is like when you found out Rick Ross used to be a prison guard. That's how random out of nowhere this came. He got arrested by ICE. Turns out this dude is British.
Yeah.
He never mentioned anything about him being British at all. I mean, everybody.
He from the island though. I mean, he ain't from Britain, but I mean he's in a British island.
Oh well,
yeah, he ain't from like England and shit.
So today he just confirmed that he was born in the United Kingdom. But the thing is, he came up in. I'll be honest, I'm not, I'm old school, so I'm not really. I heard of him. I've heard a couple songs. I just heard of the new song a lot.
I like him.
But I wasn't really from. I think he used to date.
I mean, my daughters they listen to. I like.
Yeah, you got daughters. Yeah, I didn't know anything about.
Yeah, he got some shit.
I knew he was hot. I knew people loved him.
He was fucking Amber Rose.
Yeah, he's fucking Amber Rose. I knew that.
You didn't. Yeah, shit. That's a big accomplishment.
Ain't no big accomplishment. A lot of people didn't fuck Amber Rose.
Well, man. I mean, shit. To fuck her consistently is an accomplishment. I don't give a fuck.
But his persona was he was the Atlanta trap rapper. He came up in Atlanta, got shot and did, that
niggas
did
in
time.
Atlanta didn't even know he was
they didn't even
Atlanta.
know. They had no idea.
Niggas said, I went to school with that nigga, junior high.
So it looks like they might be deporting him, which is unfortunate. But he came to the rapper clarified via reps that he immigrated to the United States when he was 7 years old under the H-4 visa, departed in 2005 to visit the United Kingdom, returned later that month. 21 claims he lost his legal status in 2006, though through no fault of his own, and applied for a visa in 2017 once he discovered that he required one. That's what his reps are saying. But ICE is saying something totally different. They said this motherfucker been over here illegal. Now, he got kids over here. He got a girl over here. He got 3 kids. I mean, he was living an American lifestyle.
This is crazy, though. But, I kind of had to, I'm kind of on his side on this. I'm kind of believing
because he's been arrested.
Yeah. And I'm believing that.
How did you, I don't know how it works, but was he arrested like many times and y'all never knew? Usually they arrested Slick Rick one time and they tried to.
Yeah. Normally, you might get away with once, maybe even twice getting arrested if you illegal, but you ain't just gonna get arrested a bunch. There's no way that they make that mistake like that numerous times. And the thing about it is that I would hope. I'm hoping that he did try to rectify this situation. I can't believe that he would sit there, I understand when he was broke and struggling and trying to become known as a rapper, but once he became 21 Savage and them checks start savagely coming through, he should have got this shit rectified. That's the only thing I don't understand. Nigga, that's like driving around with no license. Like, come on, man. And then, you got the money to go pay the tickets, but motherfucker just riding around with no license.
So he didn't have an accent. He got his accent. He got rid of his accent at a young age. Obviously, it's funny. I look at him now and I'm like, he kind of look British. Like
plus, accent shit. That mumble rap, you just can't understand. That's what it is.
So, it's unfortunate, man. That so he confirmed that he was born. But let me ask you this: isn't that kind of like fraud a little bit? Like fraud in the industry, like
what?
You're not going to fraud in the consumers. You leave that. He did that on purpose. He still could have been the same dude if he said, "Hey, I grew up in Atlanta, but I was born." Some people I was born in United Kingdom, but
nobody would have thought about it.
Nobody would have gave a fuck. So why did you hide it? Nobody would have gave a fuck. So he obviously hid this. Nobody told him. He didn't. He said to him. He knew what was going on. That's why he never mentioned that he was from Britain. That's why he never mentioned
that'd be like Michael Blackson just acting like he from Philly the whole time without mentioning it coming.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. That'd be like me out here and never mention I'm from Philly, or you never mention you from Omaha. You gotta really, you be like, what? Tobe, you from Omaha? Like, oh, nigga, how long have I known you? You never mentioned that you from, people do that for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate,
I guess he didn't feel like he could look as hard coming from that island he was born on. Like, nigga, you from the islands.
Yeah, so It's unfortunate, man. Some people, it's funny how black people. I saw tweets like, I guess recently he been more socially conscious. I guess I don't follow him.
And that's
like he's been giving back, and of course, he started giving back, and then I'm like, really? Okay.
No, I think there's a chance that does have something
for real. They was like, that black man over there. Let's get him. And next they're gonna say he was gonna buy NBC, and that's why they got him.
You know what? I mean, because they didn't just find this out recently. There's a good chance that they waited a little while. That wouldn't be the first time that the government and motherfuckers did shit like that. Wait a while and let the motherfuckers blow up even more and then come with this shit. Mm-hmm. They didn't just find it out last week. The same way he didn't tell nobody. They didn't just find it out. They've been knowing a while. Mm-hmm. So now he has recently done shit and donated money and tried to help up people. So shit. They could be right.
And how about the UK? I would feel some type of way. I'm like, motherfucker, you from here? You never shouted us out and never claimed us. People like you never claimed us. You never said anything about.
They didn't claim him either. They ain't like.
Well, they didn't know. I mean,
they got the internet over there. Shit.
Man, you think it's a coincidence? I'm reading some tweets. You think it's a coincidence that 21 Savage got arrested for overstaying around the same time 69 was snitching on people? I don't know what that.
I don't know what that got. That's the young hip hop mind that.
Yeah, Mr. President, during the State of the Union tonight, we're waiting for you to address the biggest issue this year. When will you speak about 21 Savage arrests?
That's fun.
Man, question. So since 21 Savage is British, America was discovered by British people. Why are y'all still kicking him out?
That's funny there.
Oh, actually, America was not discovered by British. You fucking idiot. That's a white person tweeting that. So it's unfortunate, man. I would hate because they kicked Slick Rick. They was going to deport Slick Rick for a while, but then the governor of New York.
But I mean, didn't they kick him out the country for a long time?
I think they was really Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Well,
he had to leave the country.
Yeah, but
they
then
let him back.
Well, the governor of New York gave him a pardon. Yeah,
I think he had to
the
leave
black
for
governor,
a while.
the blind brother. Remember but they gave him a pardon.
They hate that motherfucker. What's his name? Bernard, some shit.
Well, Slick Rick don't hate him. He let him back in the country. This is so Michael Blackson is not a citizen, but Mike. He's got his papers in order. You got to get your papers in order. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't understand about 21 Savage. I can understand before you had any money, you couldn't afford to do it. But now once you got the money, you're supposed to get all that shit rectified.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to be walking around, nigga, and then they come and just take you and just, I've been locked up going to prison and going to shit. At least I knew I was in the States. I can't even imagine the feeling like you locked up, they throwing you in a cell and they about to take you to another, back to a country that you haven't been in years.
Right.
And this and that. And then you got your kids over here, your family. That shit's unbelievable,
Yeah.
You ain't been there since you was 7?
And this is where he make most of his money at over here, man. So...
They got studios over there.
Yeah.
He
don't got his British accent. So, you think they gonna accept him? J. Cole tweeted, praying for 21 Savage. Let that man be with and provide for his kids, man. So it's unfortunate, man, and we hope everything work out well, man. But listen, anybody else out there hiding where they from, get your paperwork in order. And
especially if you can afford it.
That is random, man. That's like, remember how you felt when you found out Rick Ross used to be a prison guard?
Correctional officer? Yeah, that was just, that just ruined the whole outlook on it.
Yeah, but you niggas still bang Rick Ross, though. Niggas still bang him. So listen, man, and I just want to end, I know we started out talking about this earlier, and I just want to end on... rest in peace to the brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
I never watched the soap operas, but I
this is special to me. I mean, I've been watching Young and the Restless since I was a kid and shit. My grandmother always had it on in the house, when I was growing up, and so I've been watching it since I was a kid. And we want to say rest in peace to Christophe St. John. Neil Winters on The Young and the Restless passed away recently. I mean,
Was he still on it? He was still on it?
yeah, he's been on it since 1991, man.
Wow.
I mean, his character grow, man. I mean,
Tell us about his character, because I never watched it. What did
Neil Winters, I mean, he had a great character, man, because he was a young brother who started out, who educated himself and worked his way up through the company, Victor Newman's company. And then, man, Neil Winters was the shit, man. When he married Victoria Newman, Victor's daughter, man, we was like, oh, man, this brother done made it.
He married a white girl.
Yeah, he married Victor Newman's daughter. Victor Newman was the
What's that
richest,
dude?
Basically the richest man in America, one of the richest men in the world. And Neil ended up, and man, when I used to turn that TV on and see Neil laying in the bed with Victoria, I was like, yeah, you in there with that white rich woman. That is unbelievable.
Hilarious, man.
Man, I can't believe that. Yeah, that really threw me for a loop. And I mean, he just had a tough time, and his son had passed away a few years back. So
His son passed away?
yeah, his son,
Oh, wow.
his son passed away a few years ago, and from what people say, he just never really got over it.
Do we know how he passed away? Did they?
Yeah, he committed suicide. His son did.
Oh no, I'm not his son, Christoph. Anybody know how he passed away?
They haven't
I
said
don't
yet.
think they. Yeah, I don't think they have.
Nah, but
I'll
it's
look
not
on-
looking good.
So you say?
Yeah, it's not
you know what?
looking
We not even going. We'll let it. Let it all. Just rest in peace to his family, man. That's unfortunate. Like I said, I didn't watch. I never watched
And then
it, but I know he was.
and then his
52 is young.
Yeah, the ladies loved his character too. And the brothers dug it because of the way he was able to, work his way, like I said, and become a top executive in the business world on TV. I mean, shit. From a young brother who started at the bottom at the company and worked his way up to running it and marrying the owner's daughter and all that. Yeah, he was a great actor. Great actor.
Did he do anything else? Because I noticed something
Yeah,
about them.
he used to do a lot of stuff. I mean, he's been acting since he was a child.
Because I know some of them soap actors, they just do the soaps. A lot of them, they just, I don't know if that's just part of the business, like you can't do anything else, or, but I know a lot of them just do the soaps. That's why it's funny. I'll be some places be like, that's such and such from General Hospital. Since I don't watch the soap.
Yeah.
And it'd be a black person. They'd be like, man, that person been on General Hospital for 20 years. I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, do they do anything else? But I guess some soaps pay him so good,
No, I mean, yeah, man, they don't have a lot, he's been on there since 91, man.
Shamar Moore paid tribute to him. He played his brother.
Man. Yeah, that was his brother. And I can't even imagine how he feel. That was his brother on the show.
On the show, yeah, that's what they said.
Seeing Shamar on the show, Shamar had got in trouble and this and that, and then Neil was just starting to do the right thing and just graduated college, and then Shamar was a teenager when he started, and Neil ended up showing him on the show how to turn his life around, and they end up they had great chemistry. They put in some really great episodes during those years.
All right, cool. Well,
And that really got Shamar started.
Okay. Well, rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. Also, once again, happy 24th birthday to Trayvon Martin. Today he would have turned 24. I posted some pictures of him on my Instagram page. It's unfortunate, man. And R. Kelly, you can still get back with the black community. All you got to do is go down to Florida and take out George Zimmerman. You still got time. I said that at Improv when I said it on stage. It got a great response. I wasn't sure it was new, but it got a great response, man. So listen, Trayvon, you're definitely shout out to your mother and your father and your brother too, who's been holding your legacy out there. They've been doing some great things, man, with the Trayvon Martin Foundation, man, and his brother's doing good. I think his brother might break into politics, man.
He should.
So definitely rest in peace, Trayvon Martin, man. Anything else?
Oh man,
what you got going on this week?
This week just chilling. Just want to advertise that February 15th through 17th, I'll be at the Stardome Comedy Club in Birmingham, Alabama with the homie Felipe Esparza, Rodrigo Torres. And then February 22nd through the 24th, we'll be at the Improv in Raleigh, North Carolina. Me, Felipe, and Rodrigo. If you know someone in those areas, if you're in those areas, come out. If you know somebody in those areas, tell them, let them know. Once again, Stardom in Birmingham, February 15th through 17th. The Improv in Raleigh, North Carolina, February 22nd through 24th.
That's what's up. Dope, man. Of course, you can listen. You can follow us on Instagram, Dope Dealer Podcast. Follow us on Twitter. We on Twitter now, man. We in there acting a fool. Dope Dealer Podcast is on Twitter acting a fool, man. We got into it with a girl today on there, man.
Oh, man.
So we acting a fool on Twitter, man. Dope Dealer Podcast. Dope Dealers with the S, plural.
Yeah.
Dope Dealers Podcast. So yeah, we got a number that you can call, a number.
818-916-1818.
One more time.
818-916-1818.
Shout out to our sponsor, Doman Cheap Movers, the #1 moving company in San Fernando Valley. If you need a move,
they'll keep it smooth.
Doman Cheap Movers. Look us up, Doman Cheap Movers. That's our. We also looking for new sponsors. So if you're listening to this, man, you want to sponsor on a podcast that's building and growing, come on in, man. Come on in. All you sponsors out there, man. Also, if you want to book us, me and Tobe Hixx. I forgot to say, congratulate myself, man. I am a regular now on the Quake's House. That's a Sirius XM.
Oh, shit.
Sirius XM. That's Earthquake, the homie Earthquake, his radio show on Sirius XM LOL network, Kevin Hart network. It's called Quake's House. I'm a regular on there, so you'll see me. I'm coming back at the end of the month for the whole week, man. So shout out to all the people who listen to us from there.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, definitely, man. So
Make
you can
a move.
And you can book us too, man. We are two talented comedians. So if you need us to come and perform anywhere, book us, man. At Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
At Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX.
Yes, man. Once again, man, to the troops out there, we love you guys, man. To all our supporters, please go to iTunes, rate us, subscribe,
rate and review. It's huge.
And
we
really
appreciate
tell somebody who don't know anything about podcasts. Tell them about podcasts. A lot of people don't know, especially
if they got
us.
an iPhone. Tell them to touch the purple app.
Tell them it's free.
It's right there. Yeah,
it doesn't cost money to listen. A lot of people think you got to pay to. No, it's free, man. Just show people
they
how to do it.
They already pay their phone bill.
Yeah, you pay your phone bill.
That's what the fuck it's about. You pay your phone bill. The podcast is free.
Yeah, so definitely tell your people out there, man. Go to iTunes or rate us, leave a review.
YouTube too now.
Oh, we on YouTube. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, YouTube.
You can watch us now on YouTube now.
And you know a lot of black people. I know y'all don't like to listen.
Yeah,
y'all like to see shit.
Yeah, so you can watch us on your TV.
To just listen,
and you can watch us on your.
Why the motherfucker can't see this motherfucker?
Yeah, now you can't say that no more.
Sit there and listen to him talk.
We are on YouTube now, man. So you can watch all the 50 episodes before. Go on YouTube and watch them, man. Watch some of our best episodes, man. It's going down, man. So shout out to Comedy Pop-Up. Shout out to Paul, our engineer, man. I didn't do dope independent music. I totally forgot, man. That was my little cousin. That's Mike B. Remember Mike B? He's Mike Brazy now. Mike Brazy. So you like that?
Mike Brazy.
He's Mike Brazy now.
Boo.
And that's Bloody Red. Bloody Red.
Wow.
So that's his new jam, man. That's dope independent music, man. Mike Brazy, that's my little cousin, man. He came back. Shout out to y'all. We love you guys, man. We out.
Dope Dealer Podcast.
Dope Dealers.
Pussy nigga ducking, so somebody gotta pay. I see your daddy down the hell and shoot your mama in her face. Braids in my eyes, 21, so we step on that nigga. Got the drive killers locked like a dread on that nigga. Do the dash through the race, if the feds on that nigga. I ain't stopping till I see somebody red on that nigga. Our niggas want it was, so we step on that nigga. Got the drive killers locked like a dread on that nigga.